In the small town of Millbrook, there lies a cursed house built on an old cemetery. When a family moves in, they ignore the warnings of the locals and soon find themselves tormented by the spirits of the dead, possessed by the ghosts buried beneath the house. The family searches for a way to break the curse and find peace. But can they escape the witch's vengeance and the wrath of the restless dead? Find out in The Curse of Millbrook House on Uneasy Tales. In the sleepy town of Millbrook, there was a legend whispered among the locals about a cursed house on the outskirts of town. The story goes that the house was built on the site of an old cemetery, and the restless spirits of the deceased were not happy about it. Despite the rumors, the house was eventually purchased by a family of 5, the parents and their 3 children. They were thrilled to have found such a beautiful and spacious home, and ignored the warnings of the townspeople. At first, everything seemed normal, but soon, strange things began to happen. The family would wake up in the middle of the night to find furniture moved, doors opened or closed, and objects mysteriously misplaced. They heard whispers in the dark and footsteps in the hallway when nobody was there. And worst of all, they saw apparitions of the dead rising from the ground outside the windows. As the weeks went by, the occurrences became more frequent and intense. The family was afraid to leave the house, but they were also afraid to stay. One day, the eldest child discovered an old diary in the attic, which revealed the truth about the house's dark history. The diary belonged to a woman who had lived in the house centuries ago, and who had been accused of witchcraft and executed on the site of the cemetery. Her final words were a curse upon anyone who dared to live in the house, and promised that they would suffer the same fate as she did. The family was terrified and decided to leave the house, but they soon found out that the curse would not let them go. They were tormented by visions of the witch and her coven, and eventually they were possessed by the spirits of the dead buried beneath the house. The cursed house in Millbrook remains empty to this day, as the townspeople refuse to go near it. But on dark and stormy nights, some say that the ghosts of the family can still be seen wandering the grounds, searching for a way to break the curse and find peace at last. That's it guys, our story is finished. See you in the next video with the next story. Until then, take care, good night. Thanks for listening on Uneasy Tales.